Hello, my beautiful planty people, and how are you doing today? I am doing great. I hope you're doing amazing. Today, we are going to answer some questions that a fellow YouTuber friend of mine, Scott Grows an Avocado Tree, had for us for the plans I have for 2021. So I'm going to be answering that tag or those tag questions while we take a look and see what's wrong with this Anthurium chamberlainii, because something wrong. I suspect it's root rot, which is really odd considering it dries completely out between waterings. Anyways, that's what we're doing today. So for those of you who are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Nikki. This is my channel, Plants, Pots, and Whatnots. And for all of my GFPs, my gluttons for punishment, thank you so much for coming back for more. I love you guys to bitty bits. Mwah, mwah. Anywho, that's what we're doing today. We are answering questions about the future, and we're trying to save this plant. Okay, so first things first, I gotta get the questions up here. Where are we here? Found them. Okay, so Mr. Avocado Tree would like to know, first off, what plant brought you the most joy in 2020? First of all, let's talk about this. So, I noticed that there was a problem with this plant because it was on my shelf and I noticed it kept coming forward and forward. Now, I thought if it was leaning towards the light, okay, whatever, but the light is directly above, so it shouldn't be doing that. So when it started leaning, I knew there was a problem. And so on closer inspection, there is an issue. It's really dark. I'll insert some B-roll here of what it looks like. So you can see here that there is something is wrong. It is awfully dark down there. So this is a good indication to me that there is potential rot happening. So this is what we are going to be addressing today. So let's start popping him out of here. So I just closed my phone. So what plant brought me the most joy in 2020? That's a good question. I mean, all of my plants bring me joy all the time. Oh my gosh. The roots look okay. They're not rotted. Plants, am I right? You know what? I kind of would have to say probably my Philodendron glorious. Reason being, that plant has been a champ as far as growth is concerned. It's extremely rewarding. So it grows really fast. The leaves are incredible. They have this perfect balance of melanochrysum and gloriosum, and I just can't get enough. Also, I've propagated this thing numerous times. I've never had any issues with that plant. It's just been amazing. You know what's not amazing? This root system. So the plant didn't have a great root system when I got it. And there is a little bit of rot right at the end there. I think what we're gonna do is take this out, get it into some spag moss. This leaf is completely broken. I'm just gonna, It's a sad day in Whoville. Man. Okay. You know what? We can save it. Right? Maybe. We're gonna try. Okay. Well, that was quick. Now I have to find something else to talk about. Anyway, so that's what we're going to do with that plant. I am going to stick it in some spag moss. I'm going to put it in a Ziploc bag, and we are going to try to save it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, the Glorious. I have cut it multiple times. I have shared it with all kinds of friends. And also this. Like, this plant just keeps getting better. You know what I mean? So I think by far, as much as I love all of my other plants, that one was the one that really stood out to me in 2020. Okay, well, let me find something else that I have to do, and then we'll continue to answer questions, because I kind of expected that to take a little longer. I'll be right back. Okay, I figured I might as well deal with this while I'm on camera here for you guys. Oh man. Okay, so I took this to the sink and I rinsed it off. This is the saddest thing ever. But I'm not giving up hope on her yet. So I've rinsed it all off. Oh my God. I am gonna cut off all of the parts that are rotted. I'm having a really difficult time speaking today. There's not that much rot on it. I'm just kind of like trying to get... I think there is still some healthy tissue here. So I'm really hoping that she can be saved. So, wow. Not overly happy about this, can you tell? So I just have my mix here that I tend to root things in, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in that. So it's just a mixture of spag moss, a little bit of potting soil, some perlite. I think there's like some cocoa chips in here as well. So I'm just gonna throw some down in the pot there. Oh boy. I'm thinking this may be my first lost rare houseplant. I've actually never lost one. And that's not to brag, that's totally pure dumb luck is what that is. But this may be it, folks. Okay, so there we go. I have her in a mix that is chunky and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a bag. I have all kinds of these Ziploc bags, and the great thing about them too, as long as the seal, like zipper, hasn't like stopped working, you can just reuse them. So we're gonna go ahead and stick it in there. Yoink. All right, throw her in there so she gets high humidity. I didn't put any extra moisture on the mix than it already had. There was some moisture in it already, and with it having root rot, I don't want to like drench it. So it should keep up enough humidity in here though that it should be fine. So we're just going to check on that frequently and see if we can get that node to grow back. Honestly, I'm not crazy hopeful, but we'll see how it goes. So wish me luck on that one. Okay. Now I do have to show you something. I got some stuff from this company that I want to show you. So this company called VivoSun reached out to me via email, and you may have seen their products on Amazon already. I have actually purchased a few of their items previously, and so they had noticed that I bought them and that I had a YouTube channel. They had watched a couple of my videos, and they asked me if they could send me a couple other items to try, and you know, if I like them, that I can let you guys know about them. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at these. I haven't opened the boxes yet to take a look at these products, but I thought we could do that together, and then over the next month or so I can kind of test them out and try them, and then I'll let you know what I think. Now the products, I will tell you that I already have from them have been amazing. They work great. I'm very impressed, so I can't see myself not liking these. Do you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so let's take a look. So the first thing I got is this little hygrometer, and I think, so it's a digital thermometer hygrometer. can see that there. And what I liked about this one, so I have those other ones that just kind of show, do I have one handy? I don't. It just basically shows the temperature and the humidity level. Now this one gives you all kinds of information. So this one tells you the temperature, the low and high that it's been. I think that's a 24-hour period. Let's see if it says. So in a 24-hour period, which I think is really cool. So it does have Fahrenheit and Celsius, so you can switch back and forth. So it also has, okay, so temperature, low and high, humidity, low and high. Min and max value can be set automatically to reset in every 24 hours. All right, let's toss this battery in and see this puppy in action. Okay, let's answer the next question. Oh, you guys know I'm so terrible at multitasking with this stuff. Okay, what's at the top of your wish list in 2021? Probably the same thing that was on the top of my wish list in 2020. Well, that's not true because the Esqueleto was my top wish list plant going into last year. Open. Oh. How do you... Oh, there we go. You can turn it with your thumbs. I was making it more complicated than it had to be. Shocker. So probably the same plant that I've been on the hunt for a couple years now. And that is the Monstera aurea. I just need to have one of those plants. It's one that's been at the top of my wish list for... yeah, a long time. Oh, cool. Oh, this is so cool, guys. Now, I know some of you guys have one like this, but this is the first one that's this detailed that I've had, and I love this. It gives you great information. If you can see it, I'm not sure if it's gonna come off on screen or not. If it doesn't, I'll put in a screenshot. Anyway, that's really cool. So, this is so neat. I'm gonna be obsessed with this. So now how do I change it? It's touchscreen. So I just tapped the Fahrenheit Celsius. Look, it switches from Fahrenheit to Celsius. All time. Oh, you can change it from all time to last 24 hours. So if you want to know what the all-time high and low has been, you can click on this one and it tells you all time, or in the last 24 hours and it will tell you in the last 24 hours. That's cool. I'm impressed. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to test this guy out over the next, like month or so and let you know my thoughts on this. So far, I'm impressed. Like, it's the little things, right? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, little things sometimes make a big difference. Okay, so we'll set this baby aside and let's get into the next one here. But anyway, in regards to the plant, I need an aurea. It's been on my list for far too long. Like, I honestly would take a node right now. So if you out there in YouTube land are watching and have a node of an aurea, please hook a sister up. Message me, let me know. I don't need a whole plant. I don't even need a whole leaf. I just want a viable node that I can potentially grow into a plant someday. Is that too much to ask? I don't think so. All right, so this next product, so this is one of the products that I had from them already, but I have the small one, and there is something additional in this one that my other one doesn't have. Now, I told you guys I would follow back up with you on that heat mat. I will tell you, it works amazingly well. That one doesn't have, like, you can't adjust it or anything like that. Now, for the first little while, that heat mat, I really kept an eye on because I'd never used a heat mat before, and I've heard some god-awful horror stories about them. So I really wanted to make sure I was diligent in checking it. Usually I'll leave it on for about 6 to 8 hours a day. I manually will plug it in and unplug it. but it's been great. It roots your plants way faster. Anyway, I love it. So it's just the rectangular one. This one is a heat mat and digital thermostat combo. So let me show you the box here. There you go. So this is really exciting, actually. I'm very excited to try this. Packaging is great. So the box is great. And then it comes with this little drawstring bag. Ooh! It's like Christmas all over again. All right. So this is a bigger mat. I think this is like a... There we go. Yeah, so this one's bigger than the one I have. And then it has this. So the thermostat comes in handy because you don't want it to overheat your plants. So you can set the thermostat up, and when it reaches a certain temperature, it'll just like your furnace thermostat. When you set the thermostat in your house, when it reaches a certain temperature, it turns itself off, and then when it drops back down to a certain level, it kicks back on. So that's really helpful that it doesn't overheat, and then you have better control of how much heat that you want your plants to receive. Love it. So this is something that I wish my other one had, but this is really great. So I'm really excited to set this up, and I will definitely let you guys know how these work, because like I said, I love my other one, and the fact now that I have a second mat and a thermostat, just like I said, it's the little things. Anything to make your plant experience or your plant parenthood life just a little bit easier is welcome in my book. So thank you so much, Vivosun, for sending me this stuff to try. And like I said, I'll definitely let you guys know what I think about this stuff after I've had a chance to like use it for a little while. Yeah, so stay tuned for that. Probably about a month or so. All right, I have a few more questions, so let's find something else to do while I answer some more questions. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to tell you guys about this. Okay, so speaking of companies that have reached out to me, so this is another company that reached out to me, and I'm really excited to try this. So this is actually a local company. They're BIOS. Oh, let me show you the little card thing. Hold on. So this is a fermented bran packed full of beneficial bacteria and nutrients that will keep your indoor plants thriving year round. So this is a company. They are located in Guelph, Ontario, Canada, which I love. They reached out to me, asked me if I wanted to try this stuff. And I said, absolutely, go ahead and send it over. I will give it a shot and see what I think. But I really love that it's local, number one. And number two, I really like that it's natural, and the less chemicals that we can use in our homes, the better. And the less chemicals we can throw on our plants, the better. So I just wanted to, so they have a website here, biosnutrients.ca. So I'll just read you a little brief of basically what it is. So it says, plants could not survive without the help of soil microbes. Through the process of fermentation, BIOS adds these microbes back to lifeless soils, which increases water retention, nutrient availability, and plant defenses against disease. We add a generous amount of high-quality nutrients from natural sources that are pre-digested during fermentation to provide your plant with nutrients immediately and over the long term. So basically, what you do is you have this, and all of their packaging also is biodegradable, which is amazing. So the package that originally came in, as well as these little packets, are biodegradable. Fabulous. So it says, open your compostable package of BIOS by tearing below the heat seal. So there's a little seal here in the bag. Shake a light sprinkle of BIOS across the soil surface of your plants. Each bag covers up to 8 6-inch planters. So that's one little bag, and that will cover 8 6-inch planters. It says you water it into the soil surface well. Sit back and relax and watch as BIOS takes effect. Before long, you'll notice that a white film is now on the surface, which is actually the bacteria coming back to life. And then you'll notice new growth and healthier plants. It says repeat every other month for best results. Okay, I'm really excited to try this. So how would you guys feel about doing a little experiment with me? So here's my thoughts. You guys know that I love Marfil, and I've been using this other fertilizer as well. I kind of just mix it up a little bit. So how would you feel about a little fertilizer experiment? We can take like 3 of the same plants. So I'll take cuttings of something, each the same, etc. And we can use one with this, one with Marfil, one with the other fertilizer that I have. And we can just do it like a little fertilizer experiment over like a few month time span just to see. Let me know in the comments. Would you guys be interested in a little fertilizer experiment? I know I would. Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much, Bias. I will definitely let you know over the next little while if you guys decide to, want to see something like that. If not, that's fine. I'm going to test it anyway. Thanks, Eli. And see how it works. I am really excited. But thank you to the team at BIOS for sending me this. I'm super, super excited to try it. Okay. Now, I have these 2 plants that I'm going to repot because that will, make it so that I don't talk and I actually answer the questions, which is the reason why we came here today, but I just keep getting off track because all this amazing stuff that I got. Okay. Back to the questions. On with the chloroform. Okay. What is something that you need to do with your plants in 2021? Water them? Do you mean like as a whole? You know what? This is not going to come as a shock to anyone, but I think definitely one of the things that I need to do most quickly is to downsize my collection. I really need to do some soul searching and really go through my collection and get rid of or sell or give away the things that I don't absolutely love. My collection is getting a smidgen at a hand. I am trying to set things up so they look a little bit more clean and put together. And in order to do that, oh my God, I was not expecting this. So I just took this plant at a moss. I propagated it a couple months ago. Check out the root ball. Oops. Anyway, oh gosh, that would have been so bad. Squirrel. This is why I do these videos on Sunday, so you can just like kick back and I can ramble and not feel guilty about it. So anyway, that's one of the things that I definitely need to do with my plants in 2021 is just kind of really sit down and reevaluate what I love and what I don't. I have a lot of plans for rearranging my plant collection and my shelving. I have some new shelving that I'm working on right now. And I just need things to be a little bit more cohesive and not so... Don't get me wrong, I love the jungle vibes. I will always have too many plants. I just need to downsize a little bit. I also am finding it a little bit more difficult lately to keep up with a lot of them. I just have so many of them between that and YouTube and family. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so here's what I've come to the realization of. I am never going to get all of this spag moss out. So I am just going to plant it with the spag moss and a little bit of dirt. Over time, that moss will break down anyway. It's all good. It's all good. Ain't no thing. All right. Anyway, yeah. So I have a lot of things to do. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want to watch. Do you want to like come along with me on my journey of what the hell do I get rid of? Because, you know, I can do that if you like. It's going to be chaotic though, because I've walked around my collection numerous times over the last year and gone, okay, Nikki, if you were to purge like 5 plants right now, what would they be? And then I just stand there. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult. But it needs to be done because time and space. Not like
Time, space.
You know what I mean. Gosh. It's one of those days, you know what I'm saying? Alright. So, oh, this is a philodendron Campos partuanum, by the way. In case anybody was wondering. Alright, we'll stick you back in there. I can't believe how many roots this thing had. I mean, really, I probably could have put it in a bigger pot, but I'm going to leave it in this one for now. Let's get a little piece of tape here. Nope, you attached everything else. Oh boy. Ugh. Yeah, so I think that's the biggest thing as far as my plants are concerned that I definitely must do. I need to do that. It needs to happen. Next question. What would you like to learn in 2021? I think I said this last year, and I mean, I did learn more about it. I definitely want to learn more about YouTube. I want to learn more about editing. I would like to get a little bit better at that. Some, you know, more fun type editing things. I would like to learn some more about lighting and video. I want to learn more about like it's called SEO, search engine optimization, just in regards to the YouTube world, because apparently it's a big thing when you're creating videos to get your videos out to more people and stuff like that. So that's definitely something I want to look into. Okay, there's our little Campo. She's cute. Right. So that's definitely something I want to learn this year. I think this year also I'd like to do a lot more experimenting, like we were talking about earlier, just with different things. I like doing experiments, if you guys hadn't noticed that already. So I would like that to continue. Okay, now I don't know where I put my phone. Okay. I mean, I always like to learn regardless of when or whatever. My grandmother always used to say, it is a lost day if you don't learn something new. So I've always kind of had that in the back of my head. So I find like at the end of the day, I'm like, what did I learn today? And I'll just kind of sit there and think. And I mean, it's a cool little thought or a little, you know, mantra to have. Anyway, second last question. What can your subscribers expect in 2021? I don't know. What do you guys expect from me? What do you want from me? So you guys know, or if you don't, is this like pretty much the same size? Kinda. Okay, let's check the roots first. Let's check the roots. So if you don't know, this year I have set out to kind of modify my my layout of my videos a little bit more. So on Wednesdays now will be more informational style videos. So like I think I'm calling it like my Wednesday 101 series. So it'll just be like a lot of the basics, very simple, straightforward, to the point. So the first episode was 2 weeks ago, and we did fungus gnats, how to deal with and get rid of fungus gnats. This past week, it was everybody's favorite thrips. If you didn't see that, go check that out. So we're just going to be doing like a lot of stuff like that, a lot of basics. I'm going to do a one on watering. If there's anything that you would like to see in that Wednesday 101 series, please go ahead and either throw it down in the comments here, message me on Instagram. I would love to know if there's something in particular that you're confused about, that you would like more information on, that I could potentially do a video on. I do have a lot of things lined up, but I aim to please, you know? If I can help you out, help me help you, you know? I realized after recording this that I didn't actually finish explaining what my new layout will be. So Wednesdays, yes, will be my 101 Wednesdays series with learning new things, etc., etc. Fridays will be like a fun video, like a repotting or a tour or an unboxing or some other random video. And then Sundays are going to be a little more chill, laid back, rambly. It could be like a Q&A. It could be me just doing something, talking about whatever happens to pop into my brain. But that's going to kind of be the layout as far as Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays concerned. And it's at the usual 10 a.m. unless something weird happens, but it should be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 10 a.m. Okay, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, yeah, that's probably okay. I don't want to up hot too much. So this soil is basically fine, so I'm just going to reuse that because, you know, waste not, want not, and all that. What else can you look forward to or expect from my channel? I do have some collabs that I personally am looking forward to. Can't really say too much more about that right now. What else? I don't know. You guys tell me, what would you like to see on my channel? Is there anything that you'd like me to do this year that I don't normally do? You know, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I'm here for you guys, you know? Okay. Oh boy. There we go. Oh, Philodendron subestatum. Sorry. Check out the backs of these leaves. Oh, it's beautiful. I'll leave it backwards. Party in the back. Okay, so the last question is, who am I going to tag? Let me think. I would like to tag John from John Sutherland. I would like to tag my friend, my bestie, Stacia from Oops, I Soiled My Planties. And let's go ahead and tag Lucia from Lulu's Leaves. So John and Lucia are two fellow Canadians, and Stacia is my friend from Florida. And so you guys are tagged. No pressure. If you don't want to do it, totally get it. I am late to the game on this one. I think everybody else kind of got theirs out already. I've just had so many other things going on. So that's where we're at. So you guys are tagged. If you want to do this video, I would love to see your answers to these questions. And anyone else who is watching this who hasn't been tagged yet, I tag you. Go forth and answer questions. All right, guys. I think that's pretty much it for today. I know I asked you guys a lot of questions, so go ahead and let me know all the things that I asked you down in the comments. Here's a fun emoji challenge today. If you're still here, pick an emoji that most represents your plans for 2021. That's a fun one, right? I think so anyways. Okay, so go ahead and put that down in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for liking and watching and commenting and subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. It is a huge help for my channel and I really do appreciate it. I would like to wish you all an amazing and wonderful day, night, week, month, and year. I love you all to bitty bits, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah! Bitty bitch. Bitty bitch. But I'm not giving up on hope. I'm not able to speak. So here's my